This video I'm going to share my thoughts on the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight that's supposed to come up. I think it's an opportunity for both of them to make a lot of money. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, I think it's just like a big money grab thing. And it's just, to me, Tyson, I liked him as a boxer, but, his reputation has already been tarnished. I think it can't get worse than what already happened as far as him losing to Buster Douglas when he was undefeated and at the height of his career. That was the worst loss that he could ever experience. And then thereafter, losing some fights and, biting Evander Holyfield's ear and just losing to other people and, end up going to jail. So his reputation has already been tarnished in ways, many ways already. So this right here would be an opportunity for him to make an immense amount of money, win or lose. So it doesn't really make sense for him not to do it. Like what is he protecting here? There's really nothing more to protect. It's not like Floyd Mayweather, who's 50-0 and then losing to somebody. Like, he's got a whole legacy, reputation to protect as far as like being undefeated and being like a perfect boxer. Mike Tyson was a great boxer, but he definitely is not perfect. And if he's gonna make millions and millions of dollars just to go in the boxing ring, more power to him. As far as Jake Paul is concerned, I think that he's strong and he's skilled in a certain respect, but not when compared to boxers who dedicate most of their lives to that, and they are currently holding like certain belts that are like the current champions. Like I believe that he would not be able to do well against those people. But for me, I think that he's looking at it as far as like entertainment and making as much money as possible. So nowadays, I don't think it's about skill. It's more about like how famous you are and how much money can you make in that boxing ring because of that fame. So I think, Jake kind of knows, all right, I could beat this guy. I won't be able to beat that guy. All right, I could beat this guy, and is he famous enough for me to make a lot of money from that? And then he goes that route. He's not going the traditional route of just basically fighting very skilled people that aren't famous, because then he jeopardizes losing and also not making much money because the person's not famous anyway, so why bother? So I think he's looking at it from a very business-sided perspective, just to generate as much revenue as possible. And he's going at it where he built his fame from YouTube. Some people build their fame through UFC. Some people build their fame through professional boxing. Some people build their fame through Hollywood. Some people build their fame through Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. So he built his fame through YouTube. He has his following, so he has power right there. Whether or not regardless if he has skill or not in boxing, it's undeniable fact that he built up that fame. And because he has that fame, and he doesn't have to be the best at boxing, but just the fact that he's good at boxing, now he could make money from wherever that fame takes him. So, and that's what he's doing. So he's selecting the next person that has a big name, obviously Mike Tyson, and then just maximizing the profit from there. As far as my own personal outcome of what I would want Mike Tyson to basically knock him out cold, and just basically represent boxing, represent the older generation of people, and having that respect. I wouldn't want Jake Paul to go in there and knock him out. It's gonna look bad for boxing. It's gonna look bad for Mike Tyson, and it's gonna continually encourage the younger generation of people to disrespect the older generation. And I think right now is just basically a clash between the old and the young. And I think that this culture really does need some hard lessons in teaching the younger generation to respect the older generation. And to me, I think Mike Tyson is kind of in this match is kind of representing that. So I think in this point in our culture, we need to learn how to respect the elders, you know. And I think we're giving too much power, too much control to the younger generation of people, and they just don't have the wisdom or the knowledge to properly influence and guide people towards the right direction. There's a lot of younger people in this world right now that are doing some really negative things that are setting the greater population off the path of something greater and better. So I would want Mike Tyson to go in there and just destroy him. And I feel that he still has the power, still has the technique and the skill. It's just that he doesn't have, he wouldn't have the great amount of endurance that he used to have. But really, especially in heavyweight boxing, all it takes is that one really good strike. So if Mike Tyson could really slip that one strike in, he could definitely knock him out. But if it drags on for a longer, round after round after round, then it might just be a draw. Or, you know, I just don't want Mike Tyson going in there getting destroyed or whatnot. But, you know, if he does, then, hey, you know, he's already like 57, 58. What do you think? What do you think was going to happen? You know, it just says a lot about Mike Tyson in itself, and how great he still is, and how powerful he still is, and how skilled he still is, that you have to find somebody who's so young to even challenge him. Because right now, it's up in the air. People don't know what's going to happen. That's what makes it interesting, you know, that when you don't know the outcome. And like I said, there's really not much for him to lose, you know. I would say the only thing that I would say that would be extremely detrimental is if he ends up getting some serious brain damage from getting hit too hard. But I think he would be smarter to know to stay down if things aren't right, you know, with his brain, to just kind of chill and just take the loss and collect the money, you know. So as long as he knows when to stop and just collect that money, then he's good to go. There's really no reason not to do it. Just get the money, but then if he can, just knock this dude out and really teach him a lesson. And just basically in general, like the younger population, you know, like learn to respect your elders.